Hello everyone. Welcome to Motivational Journey in Life. Today I will share with you a very good topic about how to control your emotions and never get angry. When someone insults, criticizes, or disrespects you, especially in public, the natural reaction for most people is anger, hurt, or even the urge to retaliate. These emotions are instinctive, but they can easily make you lose control and disconnect from your true self. In reality, when you lash out or let anger take over, you're handing over control of your emotions to someone else. But what if you could train yourself to remain completely calm? To reach a mental state where no insult, no criticism, and no negative action could shake you. It might sound unrealistic, but it's absolutely possible. This is exactly what the ancient Stoic philosophers mastered thousands of years ago. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus didn't just write about inner peace, they lived it, even in the face of incredible hardship. They believed that true strength doesn't come from controlling others, but from controlling yourself. Stoicism teaches that you always have a choice in how you respond, and by mastering your emotions, you become truly untouchable. This video will guide you through practical ways to apply Stoic principles in your everyday life, so you can remain centered in the face of insults and become the strongest version of yourself. Anger is one of the most powerful emotions a person can experience, but it's also one of the most dangerous if left unchecked. When you're angry, your reasoning becomes clouded. You stop thinking clearly, react impulsively instead of rationally, and often say or do things you'll later regret. Anger doesn't just affect you, it has a destructive impact on your relationships. A single harsh word spoken in a moment of rage can deeply hurt someone, sometimes leaving emotional scars that are hard to heal. Close relationships, whether with friends, family, or colleagues, can suffer long-term damage from just one moment of lost control. More importantly, anger is a subtle way of surrendering control over yourself to someone else. When someone can easily provoke you into anger, it means they are dictating your emotional responses and behavior. You're no longer in control, they are, simply by triggering a reaction in you. Stoics believe that true strength lies in staying calm in the face of provocation. Anger is not a sign of power, it's a sign of weakness. Real power is found in calmness, and the ability to choose not to react negatively, and to remain composed even when insulted. If you want to build a resilient and unshakable mind, learning to control your anger is the very first step you must take. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a practical system that helps you manage your emotions and maintain inner peace in the face of any challenge. Here are 5 core principles of Stoicism that will train your mind to stay steady when faced with insults, criticism, or provocation. 1. Redefine insults, the power of perception. According to the philosopher Seneca, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. An insult only carries weight if you allow it to hurt you. Instead of viewing it as a personal attack, see it as mere noise, meaningless and unrelated to your true worth. Remind yourself, this is their problem, not mine. Reframing the insult helps you let go of negative emotions quickly. 2. Control what you can, ignore the rest. Epictetus taught that there are things within our control and things outside it. The actions, words, or thoughts of others are beyond your control. But your response? That is entirely up to you. When you stop trying to control the outside world and focus on mastering yourself, you'll discover a deep sense of freedom. 3. Practice negative visualization. It may sound strange, but imagining worst-case scenarios helps you mentally prepare. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Today I will meet people who are rude and selfish, but I will not let it disturb my peace." This simple habit helps you meet adversity with calm acceptance. 4. Respond with indifference. Nothing frustrates an angry person more than someone who doesn't react. Indifference is like removing oxygen from a fire, it simply dies out. A calm smile and walking away is the truest display of inner strength. 5. Train your mind daily. Stoicism isn't effective if you only read about it, you have to practice it. Meditate, journal, and reflect every day. Each night, write down moments when you felt anger and consider how you could have responded better. Over time, you'll see a clear improvement in your emotional self-control. In life, you cannot avoid moments of criticism, insults, or negativity from others. But what truly matters is not what others say or do, it's how you choose to respond to the situation. That is the essence of Stoicism, controlling your perception and focusing on what you can truly master. In reality, much of our suffering and stress comes from trying to control things beyond our reach, such as the emotions, actions, or words of others. But the one thing you can always control is your own perception and response. When you change the way you look at something, you change the way you feel about it. An insult loses its power if you don't assign it meaning. A rude action cannot make you angry unless you allow it to. Inner strength doesn't come from controlling those around you, it comes from controlling yourself in any circumstance. When you master your emotions, you don't just become calmer, you gain mental freedom. You are no longer driven by other people or external events. No one has the power to make you lose your calm, unless you give it to them. By practicing Stoicism, you'll learn how to stand firm in the face of life's storms. Not because you're numb, but because you choose not to react negatively. You choose calm over rage, reason over impulse, and self-mastery over being manipulated. That's the path to becoming a stronger, steadier, and truly untouchable version of yourself, no matter what life throws at you. Remember, no one controls your mind, except you. 7-Day Challenge, Emotional Control, Mastering Yourself. To truly apply Stoic philosophy in your life, theory alone is not enough, you need practice. And there's no better way to train than to start with a concrete challenge. For the next 7 days, set a goal for yourself. Maintain absolute calmness whenever you are provoked, criticized, insulted, or faced with uncomfortable situations. This may sound simple, but when you face real-life situations, you will realize it requires high awareness and strong self-control. Whenever someone deliberately tries to upset you, whether through negative words, disrespectful attitudes, or provocative behavior, instead of reacting instinctively with anger, retaliation, or defensiveness, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Observe the emotions rising within you, but don't let them control your actions. Try smiling, or simply stay silent and walk away. See what happens next. You'll begin to notice something surprising. Your calmness holds more power than you think. When you don't react the way others expect, you not only catch them off guard but also retain full control of the situation. Throughout these 7 days, keep a journal of every time you succeed or fail in staying calm. Record your feelings, the reactions of others, and especially your inner experience. Day by day, you will clearly feel the change. You are no longer controlled by emotions but start mastering yourself. At the end of the 7 days, look back. How do you feel? Has your inner confidence, calmness, and steadiness grown stronger? This is not just a challenge, it's the first step on your journey to becoming the strongest version of yourself. If you find the video interesting, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to watch more interesting videos.